Oh my goodness. Ha. Okay. Okay, as we're getting closer to New Year, to be exact, tomorrow is New Year's Eve. And I'm thinking more and more about the vision of 2026. There's something that I really wanted to talk about is these last years. I think being self-employed or being a businessman has been so over glorified, if I may say so. And maybe it's that whole Gary V hype that has been, that I was on. When was it? Maybe 10 years ago. That has now put the 9 to 5, get out of the job, get out of your 9 to 5, do a side hustle kind of thing. Instagram lifestyle all going on. But to be honest, the life of an entrepreneur, the life of a business person, self-employed, is not for everyone. And this is something I've realized. Over the years, I've always been the one that was always pushing people. I also always saw potential in people, and I always pushed them to try to get out of that 9 to 5 kind of work. Even though me myself, I was stuck in that 9 to 5 kind of thing. But I think just this whole idea of me seeing potential in people, and they not living to that fullest potential. And even from very young, I think from the age of 20, I always had ideas of side hustles where I started with printing on t-shirts, drop shipping before drop shipping was really in. I'm talking about more than 20 years ago now. Wanted to start a photography slash videography business, and always pushed people to start their YouTube channel, which I'm doing now. And so where I want to go to is, it's okay to not want to have a side hustle, to not want to get out of the 9 to 5, to not want to get out of that certainty of having a salary every month. But for those that feel stuck, and for those that want to get out, do know that life isn't always greener on the other side. Life as a freelancer can maybe be for some very easy, but for many of us can be very hard. One, because maybe due because of lack of discipline. I'm somebody, the first year that was really hard for me to discipline myself, because in the end it was all about accountability, right? Once I started to find that discipline in my first year, the thing that I'm still struggling up to this point is the whole procrastination. I even had a friend with who we're doing business together, that says, that he, because I mean, he's a hardworking man, and just told me today, that he's got a problem with me being a procrastinator, and he's right. We get, as a freelancer, we get so busy with different things, because you are your administrator, you're a marketeer, you are your salesperson, you are your creative, you do so many things, you have so many hats on at a specific day, that even though you have a lot of things to do, you get lost into what is important, what needs to be done, what is urgent, and oftentimes even though things are urgent, we tend to go towards things that we want to do in the place of things that have to be done, and that's a very big thing. And so there's the discipline. There is the discipline to do the things even though you don't want to do it, which is really hard if you've got all this freedom as a freelancer or even as an entrepreneur. And in the end, it's all about knowing oneself, I believe. As I mentioned, not everyone is meant to be a freelancer or an entrepreneur. And as I'm looking forward to 2026, I'm so excited for that year. I'm actually always excited, but there are these key moments in life where, you know, there's this shift happening, and you can see the shift maybe always happening every week, right? Every time there's a weekend passes, Monday starts, you have a new fresh on the weekend, and all the ideas that you want to do, you have that sometimes on a monthly basis. You know, okay, January is coming in, okay, February is coming in, March is coming in, now I'll do this and this and this. Or you have it on a quarterly basis, surely for those that are business owners, or every 6 months. And now we're coming into a new year, a new start. Maybe for some of us, we have new revelations that could be interesting. And I'm really excited for 2026. And I've talked to my wife about it 2 nights ago, about, okay, what are her plans? What does she want to see, grow in her life? And I think it's important. I mean, surely as a business owner, as somebody that you know that is dependent of them making their own income, in a sense, I believe it is also important for those that, you know, are not freelancers, are not business owners, because in a way, if you plan your life, it's like giving vision to the reason of why you live. It's not letting your life go, or letting your day or life go through chance. You know what I mean? There's an intentionality. There's this idea of I'm waking up for a reason, kind of thing. And I think it is something that gives life, that gives joy to a person's life. Is to looking forward to something. And I'm doing this for 2026. I'm doing this exercise on a business side, family side, a spiritual side, but also a creative side. I really want to develop my creativity, and there's so many things I want to do. We're so limited in time. Time passes so quick. It's amazing on how I see my kids growing up. Who knows? In 5, 6 years, maybe my eldest will get married, have kids. I'm going to be a grandfather. Maybe I'm stepping a bit forward here, because now I see that more and more younger people tend to get married and have kids at a much older age. But okay, that's besides the point. What I want to encourage you, because in the end, the reason why I'm recording all of this is, one, to be accountable to someone. This is kind of the journal, you know, behind the scenes, my good, my and the bad, in being a freelancer and business owner. At least I'm starting, but I want to share this. I want to inspire this to those who are interested in this. If you have any questions, please reach out. I'm more than happy to help. As I mentioned before, I really like helping people. It's really a joy in my heart. But I have the feeling as if many people do not want to reach out, or are scared, or and I've seen this maybe with the people around me, or maybe it is because they're scared of me telling them it's going to be hard work, me telling them things that they don't want to hear, but in reality, and this is the fun part when it comes to entrepreneurship, is it is kind of the video game of life, where you have missions, you try to get those missions, get them done, you grow as a person, you get better at a specific skill, you grow your network. I mean, it's actually so much fun, but it's not easy, and that's one thing, that many maybe Instagram influencers are selling, and I'm not here to sell anything. Even if I would, put products, recommend products or services. Everything I will recommend, everything that I will speak about are things that, one, I pay for myself. I'm not paid to say or do. It is not at all my objective to start getting sponsors for this channel or nothing. I'm not even editing. I'm hardly even editing these videos. It's just me purely ranting, putting my ideas out there, hoping maybe one of you or two listens, get something out of it, and in the end, the most important thing, I just had a call with a coach for who I made a website for, is, it's a matter of saying, okay, it's let's do it. It's the action that counts. We can plan, we can have so many ideas, but as long as they are not put into action, all those plans, all those ideas are all wasted, are meant for nothing. So here we are getting into 2026. If you haven't created a plan, go create a plan. I know most of our plans that we create, will fail, and that's okay. Don't be scared to fail. I guess that's maybe the biggest fear we have is or I had, taking me as an example, the last 20 years that I didn't, I really regretting that I didn't do this much more earlier, going into freelance. The amount of growth that I had in the last 2 years is tremendous, even with the years of experience that I had before. But it is all because of oftentimes the fear of failure. And this is one thing I think we need to push. I'm trying to push the next generation, my girls, to not fear failure. You have to embrace failure. I would even say to the point of wanting to fail, seek failure. Why? Because it's only when we seek failure, meaning we are seeking things that are difficult, and it is in these difficult moments that we grow. It's when we get out of that comfort zone, and maybe I'm okay. You've heard this already, but it is really truly when we do something harder that we grow. We learn from about maybe our barriers. But it is when we push ourselves that we grow as individuals, and that is in all aspects: spiritual, family, creativity, but also business. But the only way we are able to push ourselves is when we do things intentional. So maybe the one thing to get out of this is I hope that your year 2026 will be a year of intentionality, not something where you wake up without intention. We scroll and 3 hours has passed and you're like, oh, where has the time gone? Time is too precious to waste in a way, and I've wasted so many time, and I still do. Today, to this day, I've wasted so much time. But this is a reminder for myself. I hope this is a reminder for yourself also. Let us do things intentional. Let me know what you want to know on a business side, financial side, whatever it is. And I hope I'll make things more clear. I really want to wish you already a happy new year, if you're just one seeing, or even zero seeing it. In the end, it's me just talking to myself. And I wish you the best. I'm so excited. I hope you are too. And I'll see you in the next video. See you. Bye.